Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. We are back at it for episode number 2 today with Matt, the lumberjack landlord. How you doing, sir?
Super awesome, Mike. Super pumped to be here.
Super awesome. You'd be a little more excited.
I'm ready. Well, I'm literally blinding myself with the orange. So I am good and astonished at how bright this is.
It looks great. Yeah, dude, you could pull off orange. I can't. Right?
Yeah.
My little rosy cheeks would get all red.
Yeah, so. But you got the blonde hair. Like I could never do that. I did that once when I lost a bet because it was a sales bet.
Oh yeah,
I lost a bet, and the best part was, so I lose the bet and I dye my hair. And I had in my bedroom at the time, I had my king size bed here, and I had my bureau here, and I had a mirror here. No joke. I woke up the next morning and I sit up in bed and I see myself in the mirror and I scared myself.
Who's that guy in my bed?
I was scared. I was like, what the? I was like, why is there oh man. I'm never going to tell people this story. It's the worst. Yeah, I literally scared the crap out of myself. I was just like, my heart skipped a beat because I didn't have a beard then. And I was just all blonde. And I'd never been anything but super dark brown hair.
That's hilarious.
Scared the daylights out of me. Like it took me like a 15-minute shower to just like normalize the heartbeat.
Bring the heartbeat down.
I'm pretty sure I shouted. I just was like, oh my word, scared the living daylights out of myself. So yeah, it was one of those fun sales stories.
Oh,
dye your hair and you're just like, oh my word. Yeah, we do some horribly stupid stuff for entertainment.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh so man. Hey, so what I want to hit in this conversation is we've hit it a couple of times, but I just think people need to hear it.
Yeah.
Right? Because of focus, daily execution, hard work, all of that, you've earned financial independence, financial freedom.
Sure.
You know, you have an amazing sales job, sales leader. But what I think too many people forget because of where you and I are, they don't remember where we started.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
And I just need people to hear it again, right? You dropped out of school in the 9th grade. That does not set you up, typically speaking, for a great financial future.
It does not. It does not. No, yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, so let's just because again, one of the beauties I get on this channel is I get to talk to people with amazing origin stories, right? And I almost said orange stories, but
it's understandable.
Origin stories. And I love to do that because you never know where that story will hit someone else, right? Maybe somebody else has dropped out of high school. Maybe you're just thinking about, I have actually more and more people because of our conversations thinking about, you know what, I'm going to graduate high school, but they're not going to go to college. They're going to give this real estate thing a shot. Mm-hmm. So I want to talk about remind people of the struggle at the beginning, right? You don't recommend it, right? You don't want your kids to drop out of
I do
school,
not.
Right? Let's just be real.
Not. Yeah.
But you crawled through glass and you made something of yourself. And I just want people to hear some of that. So just remind people about the struggle in the beginning and ultimately how you got through it and you've become this monster success.
Yeah, well, thanks. It's it was super easy, Mike.
Yeah, super easy.
Frank, it was kind of, it was a tough Friday afternoon, and by Saturday I'd worked through it and it was good. No, it's it's horrible. Yeah, it was horrible. I was, 13 years old, 13, 14 years old. And yeah, I was mortified, it was hard. It was just super hard. And my mom was like, well, you're going to do home study. And I was like, sure.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Whatever she needed to be told, because that was before homeschooling was really a thing.
Yeah.
So it was like, whatever she needed to be told so I could, not have to go back to school.
Yeah.
It was just not a place I enjoyed. And the funny thing was it was like, I was just bored out of my mind.
Wow.
And it was just not something I enjoyed on any level whatsoever. And yeah, it was, for me, I had gotten the, baseball card collector bug early. And so it was something that I just really became passionate about that. And, cards now are crazy again, but they go in kind of 15 to 20 year cycles where like no one does really anything for 15 years. And then all of a sudden, oh, have you heard of this baseball card thing? Yeah, it gets nuts.
Yeah.
But I did that. And that was how I made my money because I couldn't get a job with anybody.
Yeah. You were 13.
I could not get a job with anybody. And then, thankfully at that point in the market, it was one of those things where, knowing something cold, knowing something inside and out. That's where I learned the idea of entrepreneurship and learning something inside and out, because that's something, once you've learned something and learned how to figure out things, no one can ever take that away from you.
Right.
Ever, ever, ever.
Ever, ever. Yeah.
Ever. So once you learn how to learn these skills, I've got, a 16-year-old kid that started working with me. He's the most unbelievable welder. I asked his dad, I was like, does he just go around welding things to each other?
Yeah.
Because he's just super good. But yeah, I mean, I think that the encouraging thing that I can tell you is, if life delivered you a set of circumstances and that's what ended up happening, was you dropping out or you having to make the decision to leave, it happens. It happens to a number of people. The thing that you have to focus on is you've now going to have a different playing field. You are not going to walk in and go, hey, but you don't understand, I'm here and I can help your business. That is going to be a long slog. Likely you're going to need to be an entrepreneur. Likely it's going to take years and years. And, the success level will vary for sure. This is like a diet. It does not work for everybody. And, I always tell people, and when I talk to students, I was like, listen, I get it. You love my life right now.
Yeah.
You would have hated my life 25 years ago.
That's what I want people to hear, because so many people are in that spot now.
Yeah.
Right. Not necessarily that they dropped out of school, but they're just in a bad spot.
Yeah.
And I guess there's a couple of things I want them to hear is, A, as you just said, recognize where you are.
Yes.
But don't dwell on it.
Nope.
Right. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, take 5 minutes to go, okay, I'm here. I did this to myself, right? You dropped out, right?
Yep.
It's on you.
Yeah.
But then you're like, okay, well, I want something better for my life. How are we going to go do that? Yeah. And you just get to work.
It's all you can do, Mike. you learn valuable skills, right? You learn valuable skills. You're always learning. You're trying to understand markets. I mean, honest to God, if YouTube were around then, like it is now, like, forget about it. I'd be calling you from my jet on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Like, it would have set me up so much more. And that's what took me so long. What took me so long was the hard knocks, the learning, the losses. Yeah. That's what we try and help people avoid now by giving them, hey, here's the systematic approach. This is the systematic approach that we know has worked for us. And while there might be variables to that, you can work within those variables. And just understand, then you really start to understand the market, start to understand what's occurring, start to understand the numbers. And really that only comes from daily activity and daily execution. I would work, when I was first into software, when I got blessed with just the opportunity to get a job like that, I was working 100 hours a week.
Yeah.
Like you found me, I mean, right? Like they're like, oh, so what time do you go to work? I go, no. What time do I go to bed and what time do I wake up? That's a better question to ask, because everything else is work. Yeah. Everything else is work. But you can sometimes, it does take a little bit of opportunity. You have to create that opportunity and then you have to capitalize on that opportunity. And that's where a lot of people miss, but you're not going to get there without a ton of hard work, without, most importantly, recognizing that you have to figure it out. No one's going to figure it out for you. No one's going to do the work for you. You can find the right program, but then you have to make that program your own and understand everything. Understand everything. I literally tell students that I work with, I was like, I should be able to call you and ask you these 10 questions. What's going on in your market? How much money how many houses have sold this week? What percentage of the market was that? Understanding all of these things on a daily execution basis, to where more than 99% of the brokers in that market. That's where you want to get to, because that's what puts you in the best seat for success. Yeah,
it's pretty amazing. Whether I was doing 100 dials a day back cold calling, whether I was getting out of being an introvert to an extrovert by practicing 7-8 hours a day, doing my demonstration to myself in an empty room. It's amazing how much just focus in daily execution is the answer. It just is the answer. And most people don't want to hear that because it sounds too simple. Right.
Well, it's right. It's just like what we talked about, which is getting, financially free, hard or easy.
Well, it's ezy, but it takes
easy, but wicked hard. Right.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy, but wicked hard.
It's easy because you have to just make the decision that that's where you want to be. It's really hard because then you actually have to walk those decisions out.
consistent,
and
Yeah.
do it with a consistency. I mean, this is my crooked cold calling finger. See how crooked it is?
Yeah, exactly.
That's from smashing phone buttons.
Yeah.
We didn't have auto.
No auto dialers. No.
We're sitting there smashing the numbers and like another one. Like literally, your finger would hurt at the end of the day. I don't know why I was pushing the button so hard. It didn't work any better.
No.
But
was it faster?
Yeah, it wasn't it certainly wasn't faster. I probably broke more keyboards or more key phones, but yeah, you got to do it. Daily execution, get in there. You can win. This is a skill. This is a skill.
It is a skill. That's the big thing. It's a skill. Real estate investing is not, you're not born with it.
No,
you're not born with it.
No.
Everybody that I've ever interviewed, I've interviewed hundreds, maybe close to 1,000 different individuals now.
Yeah.
It is absolutely a skill. And because it's a skill, we can all learn it. That's what I'm trying to give people. Right.
It's real quickly. And I know that we probably didn't want to go here, but I feel like I have to, which is stop wasting time with negative crap channels.
Oh God, yes.
Stop wasting time with negative crap channels.
What are we doing?
Don't watch the stuff to empathize with yourself and look for sympathy. Wasted time. Get on it, because you know what? There's a reason why they have 1 million subs and Mike's got 20,000, because 20,000 are doing the work and 1 million aren't. They'd rather get their ears tickled about how they've been wronged.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
That is the way that you get trapped into a defeatist mindset and not overcoming and grabbing a hold of the opportunity that's in front of you, which is, yes, you have to do the work, but yes, there is the opportunity to learn the skill. And then the rest is history. This will change your life. Understand what's going on in your market right now, today and tomorrow and next week and next month. And you'll start to see the signs for when you're supposed to invest. It's not to say that you should be investing right this second, otherwise you're going to lose. No, you need to understand exactly what's going on in the market that you're looking at, because there are still markets where there's opportunity and there are still markets where there absolutely are not opportunities and you should not be investing in them. But the only way to know that is to do the work.
Do the work. Man, I'm glad you went there, because that was awesome. Do me a favor. How can people follow you and be a part of your world?
Lumberjacklandlord.com and Lumberjack Landlord on YouTube. And yeah, I mean, guys, we're there and we love to do stuff with Mike and a number of other channels. And there's always fresh content. I mean, not as much as Mike puts out, but we like to be complimentary.
There you go. And folks, if you don't know already, he is the creator of the house hacking content in the How to Get Started One Rental at a Time course. And yes, I decided to leave the June 50 discount in because, hey, we hit 20,000 subs. Nice. I'm taking them 6 days off. So I'm just going to be lazy and not change it. So if you want to save $50, you got 4 or 5 days left.
It should absolutely, Mike. I mean, now is the time more than ever. Own or rock 40-year mortgages.
I know. Crazy.
Mike, I mean, even though you're not paying principal down really for the first 15 years, it's completely dumb.
Yeah.
But if that's your only way in and that helps you get the nut down lower so you can move into a dupe or a tri or a quad as an owner OC,
yeah,
guys, you got to be doing it. This is
the 4-3-2-1 with 40-year loans.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh my word. I mean, Mike, the numbers are like, I don't know of a deal in a good area. If you've done your homework, I don't know of a deal that doesn't pay you to live there. And on top of that, allow you to basically put what you would be paying into rent into more money for the next deal. Yeah. It's just, it's very rare. And as we know that there's always pockets in the market that openings are created based on policy or based on market and based on what's occurring. This could be the pocket that's opening that says, hey, forego the single family home for right now because those numbers are just completely out of control depending on affordability in your area, and be looking to house hack and be looking to create wealth. That absolutely could be the opening that's happening now.
Yeah. Your section alone is worth the price of my course. I keep it low on purpose. But yeah, there's a lot of other amazing bonus content and whatnot.
Tons of value there.
Yep. Thank you, buddy. We are actually, folks, going to record 2 additional videos, but these are going to post next Tuesday because I'm going to take Tuesday off next week. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Mike.